What's up everybody, this is Zoya. So last week I actually made only one video. It was a bit of a struggle for me, to be completely fair, and I'll kind of explain why, but I thought in this video, you know what, I would do like kind of a pregnancy update, I guess. At this point, I am right now full 19 weeks going on 20, and I'm pretty much halfway there. I made my first video talking about just getting pregnant and what it was like in my first trimester. A lot has changed since then in terms of how I feel and what's happening, so if you're interested to check out that video, I will post probably like a little card somewhere here. But basically the biggest difference is that I don't really have the nausea anymore. It actually stopped right around like maybe 15 weeks or so. 15-16 weeks is when it almost completely stopped, and I was so happy about that because it was just ruining every day. It was miserable. At that time I actually did not post anything on YouTube because I just physically couldn't even like be here. I was in bed pretty much all the time. Now it's a lot better. I'm not in bed all the time anymore. I'm not throwing up everything I eat, so my nutrition has gone up. I've gained weight, which is good because I was actually progressively losing weight, like losing weight very fast during my first trimester, but recently, maybe in the last 2 weeks or so, I actually started gaining weight, so that's a good sign. Overall, the baby's doing great. I am getting a whatever, the anatomy scan or whatever it's called, like the big ultrasound, in about 2 weeks, I think. And since I know a lot of you guys have been asking me like, how are you feeling, what's going on, and like are you gonna do an update or anything like that, here it is. And basically I feel a lot better than I used to. However, there's always a catch. Like, there has to be a catch. From what I heard and from what I've seen, you know, in videos of just ladies talking about their pregnancy experiences and whatnot, everyone talks about how the second trimester is like the most peaceful, the least nauseous, and the most productive time of their pregnancy, because apparently when you reach like week 30, the graph just like plummets. But yeah, second trimester is supposed to be like really nice, and I would agree with that statement to a certain point. But after my nausea went away, it was replaced by just these really terrible headaches that lasted for maybe around 2 or 3 weeks, and all the way up to like last week, I think. I would get these just absolutely terrible headaches that I never got in my entire life. It felt like my entire head was being just squeezed by this pressure machine or whatnot, and my eyes were getting so much pressure on them that they felt like they were burning. My teeth were hurting because my jaw was hurting from the headache. I told about this to my doctor when it started, and at that time they were kind of cautious about recommending me to take really anything. You can't really take medication much when you are pregnant, so the only really thing that I could take was Tylenol, but I didn't really take Tylenol either, actually. I wanted to, but my husband convinced me not to, because by the time they actually were like, okay, it's kind of fine for you to have a little bit of Tylenol, the headaches were actually starting to go away a little bit. So now I feel better in terms of just not having headaches. But you would think that, okay, there's nausea replaced by headaches, and then the headaches go away. No nausea, everything should be fine, right? No. Now, basically, the nausea and the headaches have been absolutely replaced by ongoing tiredness, sluggishness, fatigue, and zero, and I repeat, zero motivation. And that's probably the hardest part for me. I mean, like, when I was nauseous, I felt like I wanted to do things, but I just physically couldn't, so there was like an excuse, you know what I mean? And the same thing with the headaches. But now, I don't have the nausea really. My head is fine, like it's not about to like burst, but when I try to set my mind on doing something, or I try to come up with like a list of things to like check off that I need to do during the day, I would say out of like 3 or 5 things that I try to do, I maybe complete one, if anything at all, maybe like a half of one thing. And that, I think, to me, just mentally feels like the worst thing. Because like I said, when something is happening to you physically, you feel like even if you want to do something, you can't. There's kind of an excuse for that. But now I feel like I'm choosing not to do things. Or am I actually choosing? I don't know. I'm not sure how much in control I am of this fatigue. And I've tried the remedies, you know, drinking water, sleeping at night when you're supposed to, taking walks. It like nothing matters. I can get the best sleep of my life and then during the day I feel like I didn't get any sleep at all. And this is kind of frustrating because I feel like most of my life I did not get enough sleep, but I was always super motivated to do things. Productivity was like almost like a virtue. Productivity was super important, and I felt like if I sleep right now or if I rest right now, I'm just wasting my time, I'm wasting my money. I need to be working, go, go, go. And so now when I'm just like the opposite of that, I feel like I've really regressed. And I'm not trying to make this video to kind of like, again, try to excuse myself or to get some sympathy from you guys or something. No, I'm just like explaining what's happening to me right now. And like, I'm laughing because it's kind of funny in a way. It's like this whole experience is changing me, but not in the best way. And I hope it's temporary so that when this fatigue or whatnot goes away, somehow this motivation comes back. But actually, I have no idea. There's no guarantee. When I got pregnant, before the whole nausea thing started, I remember thinking to myself, almost like resolving in my mind, when the baby is gonna be born, I don't know how much time I'll have, how much energy I'll have to actually work on YouTube. Because YouTube is not my full-time job, right? So I kind of like do it on the side. But let's say the baby's born, like I have to take care of the baby first of all, and then probably we'll have to teach classes so that I can make some money, right? And then YouTube gets like pushed all the way down in my priority list. So I was aware of that, and I thought, you know what, while I'm pregnant, I'm gonna do my best to try to do this YouTube thing, try to make videos, upload videos, try to stream as much as I can, so that by the time I actually give birth, I have more subscribers, I have a more regular schedule, I have like a rhythm, so that like I don't completely just lose it. But of course, those plans, I just completely abandoned them at this point because they went down the drain real fast. First trimester, right away, I took a break for like a whole month. Then when the nausea stopped, I tried to get back into like posting at least 2 or 3 videos every week. I can't post every day, guys. Like, I know that a lot of people try to do that, and that's actually a great thing to do, to try to post as much as you can, because that's how you succeed in this rat race of YouTube. But for me, doing 3 videos a week actually feels like a great accomplishment. But now I can barely manage like one a week. A lot of times I'm late with reactions because a lot of the new releases that happen, they usually are during the, like, in the dead of the night here in Korea. And I used to, like, if I was aware that something was getting released or something was scheduled to premiere, I would just stay awake at night. I would film and I would try to upload, and I would be like really fast. But no more. Not these days. Even like how I dress for the video, how I look for the video, I feel like I used to care more. I would try to like dress in different outfits and maybe like do something with my hair. Now I just like, look at me. I'm wearing the same shirt I wore, I think, filming the last video, I'm pretty sure. And I'm just wearing this because it's cold. Anyways, guys, you are witnessing the complete crumbling of Zoya. Is she going to pick herself back up? Is she going to get back on track? Stay tuned for the next few weeks. That being said though, I do want to try to stream at least once a week. And who knows, maybe the last few weeks I've been feeling this way, but maybe next week or maybe even tomorrow I'll feel completely fine, and then I'll be like, yay, let's go. And then you'll see me like pumping out videos every day, or at least the 3 times a week that I usually did. But anyways, that was my very spontaneous, unorganized update on what's happening with me personally right now. And possibly, I don't know if this explains the lack of videos from me these days, but hopefully it does. If it doesn't, then I completely understand, because honestly, I don't fully know myself. But if you enjoyed this video, please. I feel like it's so silly after this kind of video to go like and share and subscribe after I basically said that my channel might die because of just my lack of motivation and productivity. But anyways, we'll try to look at it from a positive angle, and yeah, I will try to bounce back as much as I can. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done so. This was Zoya, the Russian Korean. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.